Hello everybody and welcome to the CyberGamer TV studios. Myself, Tobi Kenobi, here to bring you GosuCup action actually. It's the qualifiers, number 4 is where we're actually at. It's a bit of a replay shoutcast. I kind of wanted to do this one because I kind of know the GDT guys. I kind of want to see them play again. This was the semi-final game they had against Pain. So we will actually jump ourselves straight into the game with no further ado and no replays lost, unlike our one which we lost the second game. Apologies to everyone who was going, oh, but we want to see DTS play techies. Afraid you just have to download the replay from GosuGamers.net, the Shoutcast file. But everyone who tuned in live, however, got to actually view the match. So congratulations to the live viewers. But for everybody there on the VODs, I introduce you to the man at the moment, the man who is literally, I'm going to describe as Slesh, that's it, because I get in trouble if I try and use what I want to use. So, Slesh, welcome to our game. I'll actually just start us up right now and get us moving. But we do have GDT. The GDT boys. Actually, whoa, hey, whoa, actually. I didn't realize there's actually no draft phase right now. We're going to slow down to half pace as we're going out of this one right now. Let's just run ourselves through the GDT. By the way, Slesh, hello. Hello, how are you going? Hello. You going well?
I'm doing fine. Just a friend in a certain guy in Australia is abusing the trust I put into him, but apart from that, I'm fine.
Awesome, awesome. I'm glad that abuse of trust is very, very normal of the convicts from down in Australia. So we'll jump ourselves into the game here. So the Sentinel side. Bit of a quick save. Sentinel side, you can actually just bring them up on the screen right now. For some reason, they haven't done the thing right. GDT is playing for the Sentinel side. So our top lane combination will have Owen Talez going up as the Earthshaker. We'll have Marana, the Black Wonder, heading towards the top. In fact, I actually think, no, yep, there's actually just been posted up. There's no ref in this game. Soji will be our Vengeful Spirit, so there's your tri-lane up on the top. Jumping in towards the middle, we'll have the Obsidian Destroyer being played by Encore. And on the bottom lane, Taku, the carry man of all, playing as Razor on the bottom. Of course, I have to turn Fog of War off to actually view up the rest of the map. Small little detail.
You could just watch it from Power XL. He's the ops in that game. So there is an ops mode.
Oh, sweet! Awesome, thank you. And that's what we want to see. Nothing like the Fog of War. Alright, so Witch Doctor being played by King RD. He'll be up there on the top lane, about to get ganked if he's not too careful. Joining him will be Lich. Middle lane, we'll be heading towards SF, so soon we'll be playing as our SF. Enigma is sitting right next to Roshan right now, being played by R22. And that does leave one hero left out of the lineup, which is Alchemist, TT, who's heading towards the top of the lane. We'll go back into 1 times the pace right now, not 2 times the pace, 1 times the pace, to see how this little movement around inside the Scourge neutrals actually ends up. It's a tri-lane versus a tri-lane on the top here, Slesh. We are another 33 seconds away from getting to 0. But tri-lane versus tri-lane, that does mean we get a little bit of action.
Yeah, GDT is one of the strong US teams. They've never been really famous. They've not been famous in the international scene, and neither have Pain. Pain, I believe they're from Brasilia. From what I'm talking about, they're from Brazil, and they're currently the strongest South.
Falcon, be ready. America. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is where we're currently sitting. So just have to do that countdown because this is obviously a replay shoutcast. We have to get Slesh in order. So we'll let him go back to what he was talking about now.
Yeah, I was just saying that Pain, they're from Brazil, and so currently the strongest South American team. So we have North America versus South America going up against in these. I think it's the 4th qualifier. Yeah, laning phase, as you already mentioned, tri-lane against tri-lane top. We've got Obsidian Destroyer going up against SF, sorting middle. And Razor against Enigma on bottom.
Yeah, Enigma's going to... Wow, Enigma's done a hell of a lot of damage to Taku on the bottom lane as well. Top lane, I'm kind of waiting for it to erupt right now. For some interesting reason, Owentel has actually decided to stay inside the main lane. Like, not go off to the sides, not be, like, slightly intimidating off. Fissure does actually now block off Magic Missile on top of TT. VS trying to do damage, but Lich is there to give a bit of a hand. And Witch Doctor is actually using the trees on the right-hand side of the top lane to actually use the cover. The Fog of War, obviously, you can't see him if you're on the Sentinel side when you're actually there. But still, Fissure went off, and now Bouncing Stun. The guys split themselves up. Careful for VS, has to fall back. And this is the kind of pressure I was expecting from ES up here on the top lane, but hasn't come. And looks like the Scourge will have Alchemist free farming for a little bit here. That is costing mana to actually do so. Frost on bottom. Frost on bottom. Look for another bouncing stun. Not going to come. The creep wave actually still coming back up again. Magic Missile, almost enough mana. Actually does have enough mana for it now. Ready to pop it off there on the top lane. But still, like, both teams are very, very standoffish on this tri lane. And not very aggressive from GDT.
Yeah, Shaker is basically showing himself in lane, so it's easier to predict where he will land his fissure. So this should actually...
Hang on, they've locked Alchemist out. Will Potter be able to get any sort of arrow off right now? No, she won't. Alchemist goes off to the side, it comes back, fissure will disappear, and back into the normal lanes.
It's fairly difficult, although they have basically got 3 stuns, but it's still difficult to kill the other tri lane. Simply because Lich's Frost Armor, he will skill it later on, and Witch Doctor Seal coming off as well. So Alchemist will be very hard to bring down indeed. And currently, in terms of positioning around the tri lane, I do think that Pain have the upper hand. Because GDT, they're basically stealing the XP, splitting the XP around among themselves. So all 3 of them are level 2. So Podden actually...
Here we go, TT, Frost Nova goes off, Fidget goes off, actually blocking his own teammate. It's out of where he wants to go. That didn't kind of work for him just then. They tried to ensure an Alchemist.
Definitely was a bad thing. He didn't hit anyone, and he didn't block anyone out either. And just... It's sort of wasting mana. And it's far easier for Scourge side to recover mana and HP as well.
Yeah, of course it is still difficult. It is still difficult for the Scourge side to move out that well, because you do know how powerful the fissure can be. If the fissure locks you in the right place, then it's a lot of trouble. But we have actually seen a lot from the Scourge side. They've been splitting themselves up, but I don't think really got to a point where we can get them straight onto a choke. It's been pretty hard to do so by the looks of it. Ashley Taku, a little bit of trouble, getting stunned on the bottom lane, still done by the tower. Luckily for him, the stun wearing off, and will retreat on 80 HP. But that Enigma is very, very strong. Not much mana left for him there, but it looks like he's just going to go in there.
He's going to go Silvering.
Yeah, that's going to make life a living hell here for Razor on the bottom lane. He actually has to get a courier. There he goes, coming out there with 1 healing slab for him to keep him in this mix right now. But Taku and R22 have been probably getting a hell of a lot of damage on each other on that bottom lane. We'll check the CS scores in just a moment. I'm pretty sure this top lane's not going to go off again. They're very, very close. We'll just leave the camera sitting on the background for it. Actually, I can't because we can't see the CS scores. Oh, pain in the butt. Well, guess we won't be checking the CS scores. Fissure goes off, just a damage-dealing Fissure on the top lane. No Soul Ring for our Earthshaker. He didn't go for the same sort of build as our Morphling. Oh, SF! Mr. Razor on the back of that one. So OD will run himself down and pick up the Invis Room. I thought SF might be able to make something out of nothing in that, just from that high ground vision he had, but didn't in the end.
Yeah, still, if the Destroyer plays smart, SF will virtually have no mana for it at all. If he does it correctly, by spamming his Astro Imprisonment on him, with a few lucky Essence procs, he should be able to make SF have.
SF! 2 Razors, Care of the Crow. Care of the Crow! One Razor is enough. Encore goes down. First blood is spilt. 3 Razors is basically what it took.
Yeah, and then that was some very, very strange play by the Destroyer, because he was invis, and they actually locked the top lane.
Yeah, we got bottom leaping away on very, very low HP, 90 HP. Alchemist.
But still, Bench is still caught up.
Bench is still there. Arrow flies out. They should be okay though. VS not enough for Magic Missile. ES now comes up, wants to put the Fissure out. Can't get the positioning once again to lock Witch Doctor in place, because if he got in position...
He should have fissured. He should have. He should have fissured back then. I think it was a fairly good angle to do that. But yeah, coming back on the mid lane play, it was good play from Soon, obviously, to kill that Destroyer. But on the other hand, this Destroyer just cancelled his Invis Room by attacking a creep while he did not have any creep advantage. So it was fairly easy for the SF to give him 2 raises beforehand and then finish him off with a long range raise. And so that was not apparently people are both teams are pretty experiencing a little bit of lag. But
it popped up. There was a save game to deal with it, but the pings didn't really change after it went off. And funnily enough, it's actually not the Sentinel side that's saying they're lagging. It's actually the Scourge side that's saying they're lagging. A couple of the Pain boys. So it's like, what the hell's going on? But yeah, I'm really starting to worry about this mid lane at the moment. Like, if OD doesn't get on top of that SF and SF starts to get bulky, and when he moves around the lanes, the tri-lane can then split themselves up as well. It's, oh yeah, just like he's done up in the top lane. He's here ready to attack. Oh, there's going to be a triple kill. ES is going to get caught out of position first. And look for the bounce. Fiji goes off. Nevermore's actually locked in. And he's locked his own team in with this one. Witch Doctor might be able to get brought down by the VS stun. But even then, yes, they do. There goes the Witch Doctor. Pottom's now caught out. The Black Wonder can't get a leap off. There's enough of a Razor. And now VS trying to run himself back here. It's 1 for 1 at the moment. One Razor, one attack. There's a double. Can they make a triple for him? Frost goes off. One more hit from SF. Does do it. Triple kill. Everything onto SF. Exactly what they wanted.
Yeah. I'm surprised that GDT, they didn't have a rune near the sorry, they didn't have a ward near the top rune, so they couldn't see that SF was moving top. So getting caught out of position during this is just very bad.
There's your ward.
Yeah, now the ward's there now.
A little bit late. Look at
it's too late.
OD just like half just trying to Astral Prison just like to stop him from getting those last hits, but SF is already maxed up on his souls right now. He's got no mana in his bottle though, like no mana, nothing in his bottle. Moving down towards the bottom room, the rune is actually on the bottom too, so he's guessed right. He'll be praying for a regen. It's going to be a haste.